kind of black hole in this house.
Welcome to Récits of Voix'Yage. Embark with your travel experience for a podcast across France. Discover stories that transcend borders, exploring cultures and untold experience.
I didn't realize that you had fallen down. So
Hello, I'm Ophélie, travel designer at Your Travel Experience. I'm with Berangere and we are going to show you 5 corners of France.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So, could you first introduce us to Paris, to this city of light?
Sure, Paris is like a symbol for France. It's like an emblematic city. It has many well-known monuments, museums, but also many paths that you can walk in and discover so many areas from Montmartre to the Chateau de Versailles or this kind of real different monuments. It also have lively neighborhoods and it can offer gastronomy experiences as well for specialists. And it's for sure a city that you will never forget.
Oh yeah, I love Paris. I have several tips for you listeners. About transport, make the most of walking to discover the city. And must-sees, don't miss the majestic Eiffel Tower. Yeah, you know it. The magnificent Notre Dame Cathedral. And yeah, it's currently under restoration, but still beautiful. And the famous Louvre Museum, home to art treasures, with the Mona Lisa, of course. And yeah, I have my clients when did an experience. It was really good. So it's a private or not private electric bike tour of Paris to discover the capital and its mysterious. So it was really good for us. And I have another experience. So it's the gourmet tour of famous Parisian districts to discover French specialties such as macarons, viennoiserie, and the famous baguette for gourmets. So I love it. Berangere, can you give me the must-see events in Paris?
Yeah, sure. So first, your experience seems to be really yummy, actually. Yes, the events that are like keystone in the Parisian life are obviously the Fashion Week because it's happening like maybe 2 times per year, and it's like a real monument, key event in the Paris life. Maybe also you noticed that this year was quite crazy in Paris because the Olympic Games took place, and it was amazing to have all these monuments and all these people gathering for sports and discovering some athletes' incredible performances. Also, Paris is known for cultural events. There are so many cultural events, so many concerts as well, like Taylor Swift, this kind of artists as well. And maybe you will just find your own event, the one that you will like, for a small exhibition, for a big exhibition. Many things to discover, actually.
Yes, and we can combine with another region, like the region of Hauts-de-France. If you're looking for charm, discover Normandy, Brittany, or Hauts-de-France. So I got the historic town, endless beaches, and culinary delights. And a tip for this region: bicycles are an excellent way if you like bicycle. It's a way to discover the region at your own pace. Sorry. And what about the must-sees, Berangere? Can you tell me more about that?
Sure, actually the region Brittany and Normandy are really famous for different big monuments. Actually, one of them is the Mont Saint-Michel. As you may know, it's like a real timeless experience you will have there, visiting the abbey, experiences the view. It's like amazing to be there. Also, maybe if you go up, you will enjoy Etretat with the imposing cliffs and like a real Instagrammable place. Like you will recharge your batteries for sure. This year, actually, we celebrated also the 80th anniversary of the landing beaches in Normandy, so it was quite a thing in May, June, and until September, there were so many events and festivities in the area. So many clients travel actually with our agency to this region to discover it with a private guide driver or experiencing like some tasting sessions and it was really incredible to organize, actually, to design. And also, how can we speak about Normandy without speaking about art, because it's like real famous for this, especially in Giverny. If you go down the Seine to Paris, you will enjoy Claude Monet's famous garden, which were like famous because of Emily in Paris as well, but still it was already really well known to French people before that. And when you enjoy in spring maybe the blossoms, the flowers and everything, it's like a real sensation to feel, and something I would recommend.
Okay, yeah. I really enjoy Normandy for the culture way and the history, of course, the history. This region is so interesting. Now, more about the eastern France. We'll seduce you with its verdant landscape, medieval town, and traditions. A lot of traditions. And discover Alsace, of course, and on its mythical wine roads. If you like wine, you will enjoy it with tasting and ethnological culture. And about the Champagne, for its golden elixir and flower-filled village. It's a perfect place to visit in spring or summer. I have a group of clients then visit a famous champagne house. They'll love it. So you have like such Renard or Champagne Veuve Clicquot. And this visit followed by a tasting of their famous cuvée. It's just an unique experience to live.
Mm-hmm. Yes, totally. Actually, we do have many like assets in France as far as gastronomy and energy is concerned, for sure. And I think something that we may highlight as well is the way that we can like move and enjoy France. Because obviously we think about having a car or a private car or having a driver because it's like convenient and you are like free to discover the region and visit a real little villages and have so many visits in one day. But also I would suggest maybe that you consider cycling, because as Ophélie you said earlier, like cycling is really a thing in France. We do have many regions which are great for that. We have the Loire Valley with like hundreds of kilometers that you can go through on a bike. We do have Paris or little cities like Strasbourg or this kind of cities which are amazing with cycling experience as well. And also, as you said, vineyards, because just cycling in the vineyard in Champagne is
just an unique experience
totally,
to live.
Totally, exactly.
And what about the south of France? Tell us more about this region.
Yes, it's true that we spoke a lot about the northern part of France, though our agency is located on the French Riviera, so we do love speaking about south of France, obviously. South of France, I would say southeastern of France is a true experience to live. Like the Mediterranean area is amazing. You can wander in the olive groves. You can discover lavender fields. You can discover the canyon of the Verdon, which is just amazing because it's really high. It's like the highest canyon in Europe. You can also dive in the heart of the French Riviera with sandy beaches, little villages with little workshops, famous artists, and also enjoying, of course, the specialties we know, like gastronomy specialties we have, such as tomatoes and Provençal tomatoes, of course, the soca, which is really famous, made of corn, and also just have the catch of the day, enjoying on the beach in a great restaurant, the catch of the day. So this is quite something we can recommend to our clients. There are so many breathtaking landscapes, and I'm sure, Ophélie, you know many of them.
Yeah, I love this region. Seriously, I love it.
You live it, so that's a good news.
Yeah, it's white. There are a lot of must-sees on the Côte d'Azur, Cap d'Antibes, for its magnificent sunsets, and the white side of Juan-les-Pins. Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat for its prestige and intimacy. Perfect for an experience for two. We are the Massif de l'Esterel, a veritable playground for all the beaten track hiking, if you like to walk. And for Provence, I have a preference for the Parc Naturel du Verdon. It's beautiful. It's shade of blue and differs activities such as hiking, kayaking, paragliding. Here are a few practical tips. about the transport. So rent a car to explore the hilltop village of Luberon, the markets of Provence, and the beaches of Côte d'Azur. And about the Western France, we don't talk about it. We seduce you with its vast beaches and dynamic cities. You can visit wine estates close to Bordeaux. We know this city for the wine. It's new for that, and immerse yourself in an ancestral know-how. And you can taste the famous wine, such as the Médoc Saint-Emilion, and learn the secrets of their production. You will discover two very different landscapes as you travel through the Basque country.
Yes, totally. Yeah, actually, this region from France to Spain is like just amazing. In Saint-Emilion, I remember we sold like an experience we create for some clients, and it was visiting the underground monuments and then having with the guide inside the monument wine tasting, and then this guide has a husband owning like a wine property, so they had a wine tasting and lunch on spot, so it was the entire family committed for them, and that's like the real local experience we try to promote. One of the experience that we could manage to remember as well in Bordeaux is like going in a hot air balloon, discovering breathtaking landscapes, and then ending with a glass of champagne and just appreciating the area. I don't know if you have like a real experience you remember for your clients.
Yeah, I have it, but I just have to say something about Bordeaux. But we can tell that Bordeaux is a combination of Paris and I don't know, Alsace or Champagne, because we have the wine estate and the monuments.
Yes, the architecture is like Paris. It's like a small Paris.
Yeah. So they're a combination of this. It's a good city.
Yeah.
Sorry about my unique experience. For me, it's Paris. I love this city. So all their beautiful monuments, the architecture, and the ambience. I know it's just a little thing, but I love just walk through the district, through the road. I don't know, I love it.
Yeah, with the paved streets and
yeah,
cities that always live, never sleep.
It's why I love it.
Yeah, totally. So yes, we actually went through many ideas, and France is like a rich country. We do have so many things to offer to our clients, even to us. Actually, as you said, as locals, we do love working in France and discovering France, because it's like endless. Like we have many things to discover. So I'm glad we could share together.
Yeah, and we hope our expertise make a real difference and helps our listeners build their next projects with us.
Sure. Whenever they want to travel, I hope they will come through us, and we are always ready to give you some tips and just try to design your project, things together, and see how it can go.
Yeah, it's why we love our job and we love our country.
Yeah. Totally passionate about travel. Thanks a lot for listening.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
We lie in bed till it's PM. Eating breakfast when it's